It was in the year 1961. A small boy, comparatively small and slender frame, walked behind his father wearing a dhoti and a white sleeve shirt, carrying a small trunk containing a pair of clothes, blanket and some other essentials, as he had been instructed by the seminary authorities. Having passed class 9th, little Raphael was going to join the CMI seminary at Elthurath, all because the little boy believed that he was called by God to be a priest, though he had no knowledge what hurdles lay ahead. He wanted to be a priest like the elderly CMI priest Father Ahmad, whose altar boy he was. He excelled in sports and games. He could never be deterred from hard work, even if it demanded physical exhaustion. He maintained a comfortable position all through. Brother Raphael was much sought after man in the seminary because of this disparity and helpful nature. He possesses an innate ability to fix anything and everything, even broken hearts. He wanted to be a handyman of God. Soft-spoken, level-headed, matter-of-fact, the young seminarian offered up himself to God's service when he made his first religious profession on May 16, 1965, and never looked back. His companions befriended him as a good footballer and efficient problem solver, and as a no-nonsense man. He excelled where most failed, he possessed where others gave up, and he ventured where others dreaded. This impressive trait of his personality has traveled with him wherever he went and whatever the responsibilities he was entrusted with by his superiors. He has made himself amiable to thousands of people he has worked with and lived with. These qualities of his personality are now as solid and edifying as the hundreds of buildings he has constructed down the years as a civil engineer. Brother Raphael was ordained to priesthood on April 22, 1972. It was a fulfilling moment for the young seminarian, his parents and relatives. As a newly ordained priest, Father Raphael cherished a dream to go to the missions, and the new Sagar mission was calling. It was then Bishop Clemens Thotungal, the exarch of the newly erected Sagar mission, was looking for young blood and new priests to work in the mission. And he handpicked Father Raphael, who was then engaged in pastoral ministry in Kerala. His option for the mission was a dream come true. He started out as a fervent missionary to a faraway land, to an alien culture and unknown language. His amazingly resilient nature was already help for him in all difficult situations. He was always prepared for the worst. He fares well even when the odds are heavily against him. Whenever the bishop or the religious superiors decided an appointment for him, it was always big and bold yes from Father Raphael. His interest in construction works and the ingenuity with which he planned and designed buildings, even as an immature in the initial years of Sagar mission, prompted the superiors to send him for civil engineering to equip him as a professional at a time when many new mission stations will be established in the missions building, and structures of all kinds were to be constructed with far-sightedness, optimum utility, and with minimum funds. As soon as Father Raphael returned as a professional, he had many big and small construction assignments waiting for him. Now many mission stations in central India have impressive buildings of schools, residences, convents, presbyteries, churches and chapels, administrator offices, and well laid down campuses of institutions as the handiwork of the master craftsman who works round the clock silently and diligently. His religious discipline is a joy to watch. He never compromises on principles. As a religious superior, he was very prompt to animate the community by example. A man of no wants, no demands, Father Raphael Parambeth engrosses himself in the works he undertakes and keeps himself busy all day. His calendar has no days marked red. It means he has no holidays ever. His days stretches at 12 o'clock in the night. Still his day begins as early as 5 a.m. He does not simply oversee the works or give orders to the workers, but works with them as one of them. He makes sure what he makes stands the test of time. Sovereignty is his hallmark. Father Parambeth was sent to the United States to optimize his engineering skills while also involving himself in pastoral commitments. Coming back to the missions, he was given greater responsibilities and newer projects to accomplish. He toiled hard to establish the institutions at Vidisha, Sagar, Guna, Ashoknagar, Khurai, Narsinghpur, Bhopal, Kareli, and Raisen in Madhya Pradesh, and many other North Indian mission stations. The saga of his silent but impressive service continues unabated. He works with the same passion and vigor as ever. Nothing bears him out, nothing bothers with him. No adversity can kill his enthusiasm. 50 years of priestly life is his offering to God, his contribution to establish God's kingdom. It's a matter of joy and rightful pride for all of us to rejoice with him, to thank God for the gift of Father Raphael Parambeth. We, the CMIs of St. Paul Province, proudly and gratefully acknowledged great service of our dear brother Father Raphael Parambeth and wish him a happy Jubilee.